Hey everybody, welcome back to the Dungeon Dive and part 2 of our Let's Play of City of Kings. I just realized I really need to wash off my tablecloth. There's all this cardboard debris from when I was unboxing and punching out all of the components for this game. There was so much cardboard that there's all this like cardboard dandruff all over the place. Anyways, okay, a couple things. If you'll notice, I changed these markers for the trackers, for the experience, morale, and hope trackers to these blue trackers. And if you remember in my unboxing, I thought those were miscolored green markers, but they're not. Somebody pointed out to me that those are actually to keep track of here. So that's that. And then I don't know if anybody saw the comment I made on the first video, but I figured out about the luck. Luck is the one stat that starts on 0. And so you don't get to use the luck dice until you level that up. Okay, so what happened last time? Well, last time we completed chapter 1, the Oak Wood. And if you remember, our heroes had to make their way from the City of Kings, where they were briefed on their mission, and they had to make their way over to Oak Wood. And at Oak Wood, they were supposed to have some kind of meeting there because the enemy has been seen around this area. And so that's where we left off. We have Thralder Hillfeet. He made it to Oak Wood, so he ended the story mission, or the chapter. And then we have Sishara, which she's here, and they both defeated one enemy to solve a quest. And then Thraller's workers back at the City of Kings, because he dropped off some material, some ore. And then Sishara's worker is still here. And it is late morning, and we are about to kick off Chapter 2, the Orc Hunt. Okay. At Oakwood, there is an eerie silence. In the realms of a clearing, there lies a human scout in mottled gray surrounded by the bodies of orcs and broken trees. The scout's body is covered with the injuries she sustained during her desperate fight. "Friends," she gasps. "I was tracking this band of bloodletter orcs across the Mar when they captured me and brought me here." "Bloodletters," you groan. "Since their savage arrival in the world 50 years ago, no orc has yet managed to cross the great river Mar. This meant that all of the ageless realms were in danger." "Yes, even their own tribes seem to hate these bloodletters," the scout coughs in pain. "They were led by one called Hekia Bloodmother, an orc chieftainess, who bore the design of a black hand, and she gloated that there were many more coming this way. Setup: instantly move all heroes to Oakwood." All right, so we're going to move Sishara to Oakwood. So our heroes are banded up at Oakwood, and now we need to find the orcs. Objective: discover 3 creature tiles, including those already revealed in the Ageless Realms, the green tiles, and defeat all visible creatures. If we do this, we get to add 1 hope to our hope tracker. All right, so what we have to do now is we have to explore the green tiles, the Ageless Realms, all of these green tiles, and 3 of these should be enemy tiles where enemies are going to spawn. And then we are going to have to defeat those enemies. So that means we're going to get up to level 4. So I've never seen a level 4 enemy before. So that could be pretty brutal. We'll see. All right. And then if you also remember, we have 2 items that we can buy from the trade district. We just need to find a shop or make our way back to the City of Kings. And I really want to get these boots, I think, on Sishara so she can start moving a little more. And we only need 1 ore, so we have the ore, so all we have to do is find a shop. So let's see here. Let's look at our round summary. resolve the story. Okay, we just started the story. We moved the time tracker. We moved to midday. If there was any poison on the board, it would start to go away. And now it's the player's turn. Resolve impairments for Sashara. Nope. Activate creatures. No creatures. And now it's our actions. So we have 4 actions. I think what we're going to do is we are just going to spend 1 action to move Sashara here. We will spend another action to explore this tile. And it is another fishing spot, the Moon Lake. Okay, that doesn't help us a lot. Now I can't move again. I will go ahead and I will spend a movement point on her worker, and I will move her worker to that fishing spot. And then I will go ahead and spend another action, the final action, to do to work there. So I roll the blue dice to gather, and I'm trying to gather fish. Oh wait, you know what? I think I actually rolled the brown dice for the fish. I'm going to double check that and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back and I was right. So we do roll a blue dice. We roll a brown dice for scavenge, even though there's fish on this, for when we're on a different tile that has the scavenge marker. So we're going to roll the blue dice to fish at the Quiet Sea. Let's see what we get. 1 fish. All right, so we will add a fish to Sashara's worker holding spot. Okay, now it's Sashara's turn. So I think she's going to continue to explore over here, and I'm going to have Thrawler explored back towards the City of Kings. Okay, so he's going to spend his first action on movement, and he has a movement of 2, so he's going to go 1, 2. I'm going to spend his next action on explore, and we find the Malian Forest, so we can have our workers gather wood there. And I think we might do that because we don't have wood yet. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to move my, well actually Thrawler's worker can only move 1 on a movement. So I will have him move there, and then I will spend my last point. So the workers can actually move twice, and I will move him there. So that was 1 turn. All right, so we're back at the top. Resolve story, nope, move time tracker. We are now at the afternoon. So the time really starts ticking down here. And remember, every time it goes to midnight, we lose 1 hope. So we're gonna kind of have to hurry up on this one, I think. All right, no impairments, no creatures to activate, so we're back to Sashara. Sashara is going to move, and her next action will be explore. And there we go, we have a creature, the Cave of Talak creature, and that's the scavenger symbol. So if our worker goes there and does work, I can roll the scavenger dice. However, we found our first monster layer. And we have 2 actions left, and now let's set up our monster. So we're going to draw the top monster, and that is the Jamba, or the Jamba. Let's read about these guys. The Jamba. These ferocious woodland creatures are a hybrid of black-furred bears able to walk upright and run faster than any human. Vesh changed and warped the animals' bodies, giving them metal claws and blades instead of their natural ones, and making them fanatically loyal to their handlers. Their animal faces growl and snort at each other, as well as any intruders into their territory, before erupting into feral howls of the hunt. Okay, so let's take a look at the Jamba here, and we're going to draw our number 2 stat tracker. And let me find the Jamba flag here, the Jamba banner. There it is, as I disrupt the whole pile. All right, we got our banner, our standard. So that is there. And now let's look at our stats. So these guys have 4 health. They get 2 easy abilities. They reflect all damage back at 2. So if you hit them, they hit you back for 2. They attack their primary target for 1. They attack all heroes within range of 2 for 1. When we defeat them, we get 2 XP. Okay, I'm going to grab our bag here of easy abilities, and I'm going to draw 2. So let's see what we got. We got tracking. Now these numbers here, what those do is if there's more than one ability on a monster, you do these in number order. So we've got tracking and grab. So 69 will go before 87. So we need to see what tracking and grab do. So let's take a look at tracking. Tracking. Move the creature 1 tile towards the closest hero, ignoring any heroes located in the City of Kings. If 2 heroes are at an equal distance, then you may choose which hero the creature moves towards. Okay, so these tracking creatures will actually move towards heroes on the map. And then grab. Grab. The creature pulls the priority target to its location. The hero travels through every map tile on their way, taking damage from fire and triggering poison as they travel through. All right, so they track and they grab. Okay, so actually this is kind of interesting. We might be in a little bit of a pickle here. So I have the monster set up. So we can do 2 damage to it because we can attack 2 more times. But every time we attack, we're going to take 2 damage back because of the reflection. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to, I'm going to spend 1 action to attack. So I hit the creature for 1 damage, bringing it down to 3 hit points. It hits me for 2. So I'll lower this to 3. And then I'm going to spend my last action to heal back up to 2. Because if you remember, we upgraded her healing to 2. Okay? All right, so that was Sishara's turn. Now let's have Thrallr. I really think he should get over there and give a hand to defeating this enemy. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to spend 1 of his movement, or 1 of his actions for a move. He can move twice. So he will go 1, 2. Oh, but I can't because I can't get over there. I can only move once. And he only has a range of 1. So even if I moved him here, he can only attack to there. Well, I don't think we should split the party as much as I did. That was kind of a mistake, but all right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to move Thrallr to go 1, 2. Okay, so now I'm at the City of Kings. And I need to check what I need to do to buy an item from the City of Kings. And I will be right back. Okay, I am back. So I have to spend an action to interact with the City of Kings to buy an item. So I'm going to go to the interact spot here. So this is our first interaction. And I'm going to buy the Constantine's Revenge boots, which gives him an extra movement of 2. And those cost 1 ore. So if you remember, we had 5 ore. We're going to spend 1. We're down to 4. And I place this on his leg spot. So now every time I spend a movement, I can move 3. However, he can't move any more this turn. Man, having your heroes only able to move once, that's really something we need to think about. let's see here. I think I will. I'm going to have my worker just work at this spot here. So this worker is going to try to get some more wood. And we got 3 wood, very nice. Draw that out of here. 1, 2, 3, okay. And last turn, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna try to stock up on some resources, I guess. And no, an attraction, or a, I always forget the name of those. The Eye of Sauron. They should have a fancy name like that. All right, so I will put that there, attention markers. So we have 1 attention marker there, 1 attention marker there. Remember, anytime you would add the 4th to a tile, you spawn a monster. Okay, so we're back up at the top of the round. Resolve story, no. Move time tracker. Okay, we're moving to the evening. Okay, player turns. We're resolving impairments. There are no impairments. And now we activate creatures. Okay, so this creature here, his primary target is Sashara. Okay, so the monster is going to attack Sashara. And the monster deals 1 damage to the primary target. So Sashara is going to go back down to 4 health. And then 2 damage to all targets within 2 range, and that also affects the primary target. So she's going to take 2 more damage. That is rough. Okay. Well, now it's Sashara's turn. So we do need to heal her first. So I'll spend 1 action to heal, and that'll bump her back up to 4. Okay, and then I'm going to spend another action to attack, and I attack for 1. And so that is going to drop her down to, or drop the Jambas down to 2. And remember, I didn't activate grab or tracking because there was no reason to. The primary target was already on the same square as the monster, so it didn't need to grab and it didn't need to track. Okay, but then we have reflection. So it's going to knock Sashara back down to 2. And then I think for her final action, or actually she has 2 more actions, I'm going to move. So I'm going to move her 1, 2. Heroes can move in, out, or through tiles with monsters. Workers cannot. If a worker is ever on a tile with a monster, they are trapped. They're never attacked or killed, but they cannot move out of a tile with a monster until that monster is defeated. So I've got 1 more action here. I'm going to have her worker do a work spot, and we're going to roll the work dice here. Maybe catch some more fish, and 3 fish. All right, well, we're actually doing pretty good on stocking up on supplies, but I don't know how much this is going to help me in this, help these heroes here with their fish and their wood. Let's see. Okay, so that is Sashara's turn. Thrallr has no enemies to activate. So now I can spend 1 action on Thrallr to move him, and I can move him 4 spaces because of the magic boots I have. So Thrallr is going to go 1, 2, 3. He's just going to move 3, and he can attack from there to there because of his range of 1. And Thrallr does 2 points of damage, if you remember, because we upgraded that slot. So for 1 attack, he deals 2 damage, and that kills the Jamba. And I do want to check to see if the reflect triggers even on death. I believe it does, but I'm going to double check that. Okay, so yes, reflection triggers even if you kill the monster. So Thrallr is also going to take 2 points of damage. Man, these monsters get really tough. That reflectability is very strong. So we've killed our first level 2 creature. We're going to get 2 XP. Let's go to our XP tracker here and go 1, 2. All right, so we've reached level 3 now. And at level 3, this little symbol right here, we get to pick a skill. So let's see, let's go over to Sishara and look at her skills. So we have Cure Poison, Leap, Needle Claws, and Land Song. Your basic attack ignores 1 shield with Needle Claws. Land Song, remove up to 2 poison tokens from tiles within range. Cure Poison, remove all poison tokens from 1 hero in range. Or Leap, anytime after a basic attack damages you, you may move to an adjacent tile for a move action. I think we're going to take this, and I think we're going to place that on Cure Poison. Okay, and for Trawler here, we have Pit Fighter. When your hero is on a mine tile, your basic attack does 3+. Ice Blast, remove up to 2 fire tokens from tiles within range. Stony Curse, place a single -1 heal token on a creature in range. Okay, or remove Curse. You know what? I hope we didn't mess up. Okay, yeah, so this monster did not have any kind of healing. All right, I think we're going to do the Stony Curse because could prevent a monster from healing itself. So we're going to power up that. All right, let's get back to our turn. We have 2 actions left with Trawler. And let's see here. What should we do? Well, I think I'm going to spend 1 action to heal, take him back up to 4. And I'm going to spend 1 action to move his worker back towards the City of Kings so he can unload his wood. Okay, so we're at the top of the round. Resolve story, move time marker. All right, so we're at Hope. And we also remove the attention tokens, and any poison tokens would deplete. So we'll remove our attention tokens. However, we also lose 1 hope. So if we get back to midnight 1 more time without killing, 2 more creatures, we lose the game. Okay, let's see. I think we need to be a little more economical with our actions here. However, Sishara is very hurt. I could get her back to the City of Kings and she will completely heal. And then we can move Trawler's worker there, unload the wood, and then I could buy that defense for her. I don't know if that's going to be a complete waste of a turn, but I think that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to move her. She's going to move 1, 2 back to the City of Kings. Once a hero enters the City of Kings, they are fully healed. So I'm going to bump her back up to 5. Okay. I'm going to move her worker 1. I will work with her worker, try to get some ore, and we get 1 ore. So she can hold 1 more, her worker can hold 1 more item. And I have 1 more action for her. Let's see. Well, I'm just going to move the worker again. I'm going to move her worker back to the City of Kings, where she's going to unload 4 fish and 1 ore. So I'm going to put a fish at the 4 spot and bump our ore back up 1 to 5. Okay, so now it is Thraller's turn. For Thraller's first turn, he's going to move his worker back to the City of Kings. And he is going to unload his 3 wood. So we'll put 3 wood there. Okay, so he can move quite a ways, which is really nice. So let's move him here and explore. So he can move 4. 1, 2, 3. And let's explore. We find the second creature. Cripplewood Canyons. And who are we fighting here? The Broke-Tooth Legion. Attracted to the service of Vesh by the lure of occult power, these masters of dark magic are drawn from every race under the Dark Hand's rule, each armed with an iron and black thorn scepter, blessed by Vesh himself. Dressed in ancient ceremonial robes from forgotten temples, the Broke-Tooth Legion also carries scraps of parchment and grimoires attached to their belts on chains so they may never lose them. Now, you know, I really like the description of the enemies. I only wish that somehow dictated, informed how they fought, because it really doesn't. The flavor text on these, even though it's very well written, it's evocative, as far as the gameplay goes and the theme, it doesn't really mean anything because you just keep drawing the banners. So it'd be really nice if certain enemies types always had certain abilities and powers to make them a little more thematic. But let's see what the stat is. So, oh my gosh, is that right? Yep. Holy crap. Okay, so they have 8 health. 2 abilities. They heal for 1. They do 1 damage to the primary, 1 to everybody within 2, and they're worth 2 XP. Okay, so that 8 health is, yeah, that could be nasty. So we're going to take the flag here, the banner. I'm sorry, I keep calling this a different thing, huh? Banner, flag, standard. You get the gist. All right, so there's where the Blacktooth Legion is with Thraller here. Okay, Thraller still has 1. Actually, I need to put the enemy over on Thraller's side because Thraller is going to activate the enemy. So I think what Thraller's going to do for his last turn is he's going to do special, and he's going to put a stone curse on this enemy, thus negating the enemy's ability to heal. So I block the healing with a curse. Let's see. Oh yeah, so we have a little curse tokens here, and I can put a -1 on the enemy's curse spot. So that way the enemy can't heal itself, because that 8 health is going to be difficult. All right, we're at the top of the turn here. We're going to go into early morning time, and now it is Shara's turn. So she is going to spend an interact action, and she's going to buy Hearth's Defense. So that raises her maximum health to 2, or up to. So she now has 7 health. That is excellent. So that was her first action. Although, man, she really needs to move more, doesn't she? Well, I think I'm just going to have her move here. I'm going to explore. And we find a place to mine some ore. And let's see, her range is only 1, so I can't heal. I guess I will just move my worker out. Let's move the worker up there. Okay, so now it's over to Thraller's turn. And, oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't draw the 2 abilities for the Broke-Tooth Legion. Let's hope we don't get anything too crazy. A move at 84 and a knockback 2 at 12. Okay, so let's see what those do. Move is probably self-explanatory, but let's see how it moves. All right, move. Draw 1 position card and move the creature to the new location. The creature travels through every map tile on its way, taking damage from fire and triggering poison as they travel through. Creatures are immune to pit tiles and can move from unexplored tiles to other unexplored tiles. All right, and knockback. Set up a second creature and play. Oh, that's hunting party. Sorry. Knockback. When this creature attacks, the priority target is pushed back the number of map tiles indicated on the knockback ability token. If the priority target is standing on the same tile as the creature, draw 1 position card to determine where they should move. And the hero travels through every map on the way, taking damage from everything. All right. That is going to be pretty nasty, I think. So knockback is a 12 and move is an 84. So that means it does its knockback first, along with its attack. So it's going to attack for 1. So Thrall goes down to 3 hit points. And now it does its knockback 2. And since the target is on the same map, I draw a position card. So here's the position cards. And we look at it like this, and in number order, if it can happen, it does. So this is where we are, and 1 puts Thrawler up here in this red square, and he moves 1 over and 1 up. Okay, so 1 over, 1 up. So now Thrawler is way out here in the red zone. Luckily, though, that puts him out of range of the enemy's ranged attack. And she is within 2 also. So Sishara, will take 1 damage for being 2 in range. And now the enemy moves, and the enemy moves by drawing a position card. So if it can move to the 1, it does. It's not off the board. So it's going to move 1 down and 1 over. So the monster is going to move 1, 2. All right. So now we're back to Thrawler. Thrawler is not doing too well with health. But let's see what we can do. We're going to move him so he can move 4. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I am going to move him close because I want to have Sishara heal him. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then he's going to attack for 2. So that drops the Broke-Tooth Legion down to 6 hit points. And we're going to attack again for 2. That drops the Broke-Tooth Legion down to 4 hit points. And for our final, let's see, what should we do? I think we're just going to go ahead and move his worker out. All right, we're going to do 1 more turn in this chapter. So we're going to move the morning, or the time tracker, down to late morning. It is Sishara's turn. Sishara has no impairments to resolve, no creatures to activate. So she is going to move 1 down here. She's going to heal at a range of 1. She's going to heal Thrawler for 2. That brings him back up to 5. Then she's going to attack the creature for 1. That drops the creature down to 3. And finally, I think her worker is going to work for some ore. And 2 ore. Okay, so now we're back to Trawler, and I think we did a little bit, messed up the special actions a little bit on the enemy. So they do all of their whole bar first, and then they do these. So maybe a little bit of a flub, but we're going to let it go. So we're going to activate the creature, so it doesn't heal because of he got cursed by Trawler's ability. So it's going to attack the primary target, which is Trawler, because he's in range, he's on the square. Okay, for 1. Then it's going to attack every enemy within 2, so that's both. So 1 more damage, and then Sishar is going to take a damage. So she's at 5, and Trawler's at 3. Okay, now it does knockback 2. And we're going to draw because Trawler's on the same square, we're going to draw the position card. And it's going to go 1, 2. So Trawler's going to get knocked here and here. Okay? And now the enemy's going to move. And the enemy's going to move 1, 2, 1, 2. All right. So it's Trawler's turn again. Well, let's see if we can kill this creature. Trawler with a movement of 4. 1, 2, 3. He's going to spend 1 action to attack for 2. And then another action to kill the creature. No retaliation attack, no reflect, so the creature is just dead. Okay, that was a cool creature. I like that. I like the movement and the knockback. It really changes things up a little bit. And good thing I got that curse ability to prevent that monster from healing. And that gives us 2 XP. So do we get anything for that? Yes, we do. We get to upgrade another skill, or not a skill, but a stat. So I think it's about time we get some luck. I'm going to upgrade luck on both, so that way we can roll a die. All right, so now they each get to roll 1 luck die when we're attacking. And I think that's going to do it. We've killed 2 creatures for our quest this time, our story chapter. We have 1 more creature to kill, and I will be back somewhat early tomorrow to do the final turn of this chapter. So, all right, well, I hope you guys are enjoying this playthrough. Let me know if you notice any really bad errors that I've made. I think I'm getting most things right. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a good time. I'm really liking this game. It's pretty cool. So, all right, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.